Welcome to the Cartoon Rewind Podcast.
And good evening, my cartoon addicts. And yes, this is another episode of the Cartoon Rewind Podcast. And guess what? I am not here alone. I am here with the only dude that I know that if he were to mail a letter without a postage, it will still get there. And you know I'm talking about the one and only Rolly. And of course, we cannot forget about the walking encyclopedia of all cartoons, Gemini himself. And I am Frank. Before we get into today's agenda, do us a favor. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere you can get your podcast. And we're on Instagram and TikTok. My brothers from another mother, how are we today?
Doing really good, doing real good. Now, did you turn off the camera so we wouldn't look at you while you say the greeting?
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
Very, very smart of you.
Of course. No. And I wasn't even looking at you guys when I was doing the greeting.
So I don't understand why you have to turn the camera off.
Because I don't want you guys to see my expressions because I am a very expressive person.
You do realize if this was my podcast, we will leave the errors in because it's so funny. But Rolando does the editing, so he takes charge to it.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
I leave them all in there. They're just most of them are
Yeah.
added
you
bonus.
Yeah. No, I leave them live time as they happen because they're funny. It flows properly. All right, kids. What are we watching today?
Rolly, what do we got, buddy?
All right, today's episode is the family of Bionics. So it's a Bionic Six. So a little background story in Bionic Six. I think I pretty much said it when I was a family, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you
pretty
did.
much is a professor just figures out, you know what? I'm just gonna make all my kids. I'm gonna adopt a bunch of kids and make them into androids. You know, bionics. Boom. I think that's I think that's some sort of law now that you can't do that.
Based off of the $6 million man and the Bionic woman, if they had family in the future.
Pretty much.
It's
It's a very diverse family.
I'm excited about this because I remember enjoying this cartoon as a child. Let's see if it holds up 40 years later.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to next week because I don't remember the cartoon at all that we're reviewing next week. I don't remember it at all. So I'm looking forward to that. And like you, Rolando, I was a fan of Bionic Six back in the day. So I'm looking forward to see if it holds up as well.
And what cartoon are we doing next week?
What is it called? Spiral Zone?
Hmm.
That was one of your recommendations, D.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway.
So I like the fact that the guy I want to try this experiment. How can I do it? Oh wait, let me just use my kids.
No.
Yes.
No. Again, if we do it in order, you'll see what happens that they became a Bionic family. It wasn't because of that. Same thing that happened in the $6 million man. The family got an accident, and to save their lives, they had to become bionic.
I like my story better.
I know
Frank,
you like
what do
your
you
story better.
Yeah, me too.
I know you like your story better, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah, give me the truth. All right, so we'll be watching this week. We've done a lot of number one, so this time what we're doing is just picking a random episode, and we picked episode 7, which is titled "Happy Birthday, Amadeus." This
Amadeus.
Rock Me Amadeus. Am I sure?
Amadeus. Ooh, oh, rock me, Amadeus.
Wait, am I sure or is Frank sure about Amadeus?
Okay. No, because
Rock me, Amadeus, man.
By Flacco.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not you, Flacco, because I know your
No,
sister calls
because
your sister calls you Flacco, right?
The link he
Hey, yeah, of course.
the link
Yes, she
he
does.
sent me says Bionic 6 episode 29.
Oh well, let's find out.
All right. What
I
toys
still
were
like the Rock Me Amadeus
what
thing that
toys were
that you and I
available
had
during
to
this
roll
when
on.
this episode came out?
Well, let's just assume. First of all, let's just assume that this episode came out, and it is episode 7. So this one came out in 1997. If it's episode 29, oof, I don't.
Oh no! According to here, it's season 2, episode 7. Pass or
Oh,
fail.
season 2. Oh, okay,
Yes,
my bad.
episode 7.
I thought it was episode 7,
Yeah.
season 1.
No, 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 no. Season 2. Season
Oh,
2.
season 2, episode 7.
Yes.
I think you said it like 3 times. So can you please?
That's all right.
Okay, I need you. I need you to say it more times. Apparently. Um,
Hey, it's okay,
all right.
man.
So
It's on.
this actually premiered September 16th, 1987. Pass failed. So this yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you what the plot is. Who really cares at this point? Um, so but let's talk about 1987. Anything interesting, Frank? What interesting facts? A little nugget of facts do you have for us?
Yes, so I do have a few things here, and two of them I know you guys. Well, one of them D's gonna like, the other one you. Well, both of you, I should say. So in 1987, I did some research, right? And some toys came out that year, right? So Silverhawks, this is for both of you, right? The Tallyhawk, which is the ship, right, came out and it retailed for 19.99, right? $20. Let's just round up, right? And then I did a little bit of Googling, you know what I mean? And depending on the box, the condition, man, roughly you can find this original 1987 Tallyhawk, right? And it ranges between 65 to $550 now.
You sure?
Now on eBay.
You sure it's
All
Tallyhawk?
right. What happened?
You sure it's Tallyhawk is the name?
Yeah, it says Silverhawk's Tallyhawk.
Okay, 'cause
That's the ship, right?
that's the same name as
The
the.
bird.
It's
I always thought the bird
bird.
was Tallyhawk.
Yeah, it was. It's a big bird.
No, no.
Yeah.
The Quicksilver's bird is called Tallyhawk.
Okay, but this thing is super huge. Ha! The title of my sex toy. I mean, my sex
What?
movie.
What? The title
You
of
said
your
it. You said it.
sex
Keep
toy.
it in. Keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it
I've been watching
Keep it in.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so that's what the guy always says. I'm seeing a big bird and it's holding a figure in its mouth.
Now I want you to share your screen because the name of the ship is what? The Mirage, right?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, it okay. Well, I do take that back. It's definitely not the whatchamacallit. I can't share because D is sharing.
I'll share
But
it.
it's a bird
Oh, it's a
with a
bird.
figure in its mouth.
It's a bird. It's a bird. Okay.
Yeah, it's the tally.
It's
It's
not
the
a ship.
tally. What
It's
do you
not.
call it? The tally hawk.
It's not a
No, no.
ship.
But it looks like a really big tally hawk.
It's not a ship.
Let him share his screen, please. I am so interested in this.
There you go.
I'm so
Thank you.
interested on what you're seeing in your world.
All right, give me a second.
The button says share. Oh, that's right. You got to hide.
Yeah, I know. Now, right there,
That's not a ship.
right there.
There's
That's not
a ship.
Well, I thought it was a ship because it's holding a figure in its mouth.
No, that's just the bird carrying away an enemy. That's
Okay, well, that's a big ass freaking
I
bird,
know.
man.
Why? I
Thank
don't
you.
remember that toy.
no, that's the big one. They
Yeah.
made two versions. They had the one that sits on his head, on his hand, and they had a
Mhm.
bigger version.
Oh, I see it. I
Well,
just
that's the one right there.
that was just a weird toy, but okay.
I thought it was a ship. I thought it was a ship. So that's my bad.
No,
on that
no,
one.
no. I could totally see why you think that.
Yeah. So that's my bad on that one. And then the other one that I found, I got two more. I was a fan of the show.
Hmm.
Of course, not the toys, but I was a fan of the show. A talking Alf, the storytelling alien, right? So that retailed for $70, right? And I did a little again, some more googling, You know what I mean? And you can find that now, depending on the condition, box, and all that kind of stuff, roughly between $150 and $250.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So
And the last one that I wanted to talk about that came out in '87, and again, I have to thank D for this because I never really saw Brave Star, but apparently in '87, Mattel released quite a few figures of Brave Star. There were 7.99 a piece, $8. So I did Googling on Brave Star
Hmm.
and Thunderstick, which is some skeleton looking dude,
it's a robot.
from what I remember, cowboy hat.
It's a robot.
So when I did some Google on that and started looking on eBay, ranging between $85 for like both of them, you know what I mean? Between 85 to 300. And that was for the Marshall Brave Star and Thunderstick. And Thunderstick. Yes. So those were the toys that were released in '87. Of course, quite a few more, but I just picked the ones that I like the most.
All right. For our cartoon rewind podcasting audience who's listening to this, and you can't see it, so go ahead and Google Tallyhawk, Brave Star, and Alf.
Yes.
And not in that order though.
So this is what we're doing. So kids, so we can't have Brave Star first. That's what we're saying.
You don't have to do it in that
Oh,
order.
Tallyhawk first.
Well, technically, he went first. He said first the Tallyhawk. So I thought, not in that order. So
No,
why you make it a personal thing though?
no. What y'all doing on TikTok is against the rules, but it's okay. It's all right.
What is this TikTok thing?
If you go to uh, TikTok, the Cartoon Rewind podcast, they are leading the audience with the theme song for the Ghostbusters when they ask the questions. Ladies and
Okay, in all fairness, you try Googling the theme song on TikTok of the Ghostbusters and see if it comes up.
Get him, Rolly. Get him.
Get them what?
Yeah.
Legally, Filmation owns the title. Thank you very much.
Okay, but if I can't find the freaking theme song, what am I supposed to do? You
Stop
want me to
leading the audience, and you're not.
then lead?
Yes, you're leading the audience.
If I could find both, I would have put both, but I can't find both, so I had to go with
I
I had to go with the
that.
theme song.
I rectified that.
But which picture did I put first?
Yes, you did, but they're gonna get confused because they don't know that's the one it is.
No, I think our audience is smarter than you give them credit for, and you can
Okay.
Exactly.
an audience you can
And you did an amazing job,
Yeah.
Rolly.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
You could send your angry emails and attention to Gemini, who doesn't think you guys
Yes.
are smart enough to know the difference.
Look at him swaying the jury. Look at him swaying the jury. All right, kid.
Oh, just FYI, on May, what is it? What year did I say this happened?
87.
September 6th.
87.
September. That's 36 years, 5 months, and 25 days ago. So, the number one,
That's a long time.
yeah, the number one song for this day was Michael Jackson here in the U.S. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. And again, for the second week in a row, the number one song in Europe was "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Ashley. So
Never, never, never,
One
never,
hit
never gonna give it up.
wonder.
no,
One hit
don't.
wonder.
Frank, you're singing the wrong song. You're singing
I know.
You're singing the in Vogue song. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give
Yeah.
never give you up. All right. So by the way, in September 16th was a Wednesday, in case anybody's remembering what they were doing that day.
Oh,
I remember.
school.
So
I was playing doctor.
with your
Oh,
sex
that's
toys?
good. Yes, you said it on tape, so it's chosen in history.
Yeah.
I meant to say sex tape.
Yeah. All right. So let's get this.
All right, let's watch this.
No, you got to say the catchphrase.
All right, D. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Oh God,
And make that a thing.
no, you're not.
Such an angry person.
I'm not angry.
Always angry.
We are a family. I fight for them, and they fight for me. As close as we can be. High in the mountains or deep in the sea. Bionic
Great
Six.
theme song.
We're all together. We fight for right.
Yes.
Bionic Six. We are so proud to be a super future family.
A family brought together by fate and given superpowers through the miracle of modern science.
So the mom is psychic.
Yeah.
Forgot the powers.
I think they had to meet a quota to get to get the finance. They need to make sure you get a Chinese person, make sure you get a girl, and then one black boy. If now we're not getting to the funding.
No, I'm ultra beat, Bim. Can't we call it a day?
I just want to see if the
Rock
squash grows
one.
faster when we increase the voltage.
Port one.
Bim, we've
IQ.
already
If
exceeded.
They only knew what the
Rabbit
emoji
one.
means now.
Pushing back the
Mother one.
frontiers of
Bionic one.
science.
Yeah, I have no idea what you said. Go ahead.
Power, you're giving it too much
I was
juice.
listing them.
Yeah,
Bionic one.
I can't hear
Mother
you.
one.
I can't hear you. Frank, you hear him?
No, I just hear mumbling. You gotta lower it down a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Or take that little filter off your phone, your microphone.
What? I'm not a filter. I'm using the laptop. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what were you saying before?
I was listing the players.
Are you okay?
Bionic one,
Ultra
Mother
Yellow.
one,
Sure.
Karate
Alright.
one,
Now I know
Sport
why they call
one,
it squash.
Rock one, IQ.
Except for the black kid, he doesn't call him Bionic one. He's gonna call him Master one.
The frontiers of
Which I
science.
thought was a little racist, but I didn't want to mention
Yes,
it.
you are. Yes, someone's racist.
Not me. I'm not the one who wrote this. I was only like 9 years old when this came out.
Did you get anything at all out of the experiment?
That's just it. We had all the data we needed, but Bim.
But the black dude's IQ one, or what do you call
His
him?
name is IQ.
Because he's the one that built that monkey robot or something, right?
So I'm not gonna mention the fact that the black guy built the monkey.
Wow.
No.
Some new bioenergy
Jeez.
experiment today, isn't he? Manners, boys, manners.
He called him boy.
Yes,
Did you not see him call him boy?
he's managed to generate tremendous amounts of
He said
Racist? Mike?
manners boy. You think he's you think he's racist?
With the voltage in.
No, Frank called him a black boy monkey.
We're supposed to be interviewing
Oh.
him. not
I did not say that.
Build a monkey.
Look, there's an accelerated.
Right, he built the monkey. Exactly, right? The robot monkey in the intro.
We're late. Oh, beta bummer.
There's a robot monkey. I forgot about the robot monkey.
My laser chair is now running solely on the power produced by my new bioenergy replicator. And
Is the future they still writing paper?
extremely powerful is as
Yes.
harmless as
Yes.
sunlight.
No
No
iPads.
iPads.
Oh, wow. This is a major
Yes, there are
breakthrough in
iPads.
energy production,
Just
isn't
not
it,
for
Professor?
students.
Yes, it certainly is, Miss Bennett, and that's why we have extra security.
Now every student has an iPad.
demonstration today. I'm taking no chances that my experiment might fall into the wrong hands.
Bionic 6.
Oh, remember that movie, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
where
it?
they got it from.
Oh.
There, right here.
Sorry, man. Guess I overdid it.
Bim, how could you let this happen? Turn it off.
I can't find the plug.
Maybe I can help you. young
Maybe if
man.
you had a smart brother, you can ask him. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Ooh, she's a bad guy.
Up the harvest, honey.
You know why? You know how you know this? She's got a mask on.
Perhaps I'd better pack up here.
Exactly. And the hair.
But here's a better one.
Oh, these are and they're Nazis.
Right? Welker.
I should have known.
Now, Professor Know-It-All.
I remember this guy.
While I take charge.
I remember his hand, the glove.
Replicator's very dangerous.
I always thought that was super cool back then.
You put your hand into the beam. It's
Because they
harmless.
told him, no glove, no love.
That's it.
The
The future's not very futuristic here.
I think our little tomato diversion has served its purpose.
What's this future? Like 1920? 2010? What?
I'm not gonna let her get away
Well, you
with
can
it.
tell by the clothes
Under the table.
Hmm.
You'll be
and by the
Bim,
bionics.
don't be ultra crazy. She's no ordinary gal.
And I'm no ordinary guy.
His voice sounds familiar. That's a good tomato.
Heavy.
Oh,
Oh, he just threw a tomato at the bad guy.
Yep.
I'll be pissed.
I think mistakes were made here.
Bim is gonna need some help.
Yeah, oh yeah. At this moment, he knew he fucked up.
Now, little boy.
Little boy.
With your food.
Oh, so he's not the Bionic kid?
No.
The sport one?
No.
Damn, they all look alike.
Wow.
Just call me Bionic
Wow.
Bim.
Bim's head is getting bigger than that tomato.
Yeah, get some help on your Apple Watch.
Bionic 6. Code red. Code red.
Uh-oh.
But if you notice, back then, the future was, in order to communicate with people, it has to be something on your wrist.
You'll never discover the secret of my replicator, Scarab. Not in a million years.
And that's his brother.
Tisk, you have no confidence in me at all.
It looks like his sister.
That's far enough, Scarab.
What?
Well, what have
Looks
we
like your
here?
sister.
A hero?
No, that's
Just
his brother.
hand that replicator over to the professor and
I
say
know.
you're
It
sorry.
looks like a sister with a lipstick.
Sorry? I'll show you what sorry means. Glove?
I thought his name was
So
Glove.
long, kid. Catch you
Get it?
later.
He has a glove.
Lefty.
Yeah. Not very creative, but I do love the glove.
That's quite an arm you have there, kid.
What's it to you?
Oh.
That's all.
Maybe I'd like to find out what makes you tick.
Uh-oh. I may have gotten Bim in over his swelled head. Hey, don't you
Oh.
hurt him.
Don't worry, Meg. I
She
can handle this guy.
untransformed.
She downgraded.
That's a Bionic 6 alert from the hover sled, Scarab.
I have what I came for, but I think I'll bring our young hero along for testing. Bionic testing.
You can't hurt me,
Oh, shit.
buddy.
Not if you're bionic.
Man, he's brave.
But I can
Yeah.
hurt your little girlfriend.
More stupid than anything else.
That's very true. You know, nowadays, you'll just get shot for that.
I mean, it was so much easier if we just kill the
What
kids.
happened here, Professor? Scarab has taken Meg and her friend Bim.
Damn it, Meg.
He also took my bioenergy replicator. There's no telling the damage he could do. I
What's
give you
Meg's,
a way. We may still pick up a signal
Name,
from
short
Scarab's
name.
vehicle.
Megatron.
Oh, okay.
We'll find Meg
What?
and Bim and we'll
Megatron.
get the replicator back.
Meg's real short
If
for
he tampers
Megatron.
with it, the replicator could explode with the
Don't
force
think
of
so.
an electron bomb.
Friend.
No, it is.
Yeah, thank you.
Bionic 1, I've got a signal. I'm sure it's Scarab's craft.
Good work. Let's go, team.
So, is this like a Superman thing when they put on the suit, no one recognizes him?
Forgot to take his
Yes.
garbage with him. Looks like
I
I'll
think
be
so.
batting cleanup.
And there's the goofball from the group.
No runs, no hits.
You know how there's
and
always
one
one in a
error.
group?
Yeah.
Especially the bad guys.
Still waiting for the annoying
Keep
mascot.
your hands off him, you big bullies. I tell you, he couldn't have lifted a tomato that big without bionic strength.
He knocked me down with one shot. He must be bionic.
No, he's
We
not
shall see.
bionic.
We shall see. How do you explain your strength, my young man?
I'm tougher than you thought, that's all.
Yes, well, my Scarab aptitude test will determine
Or you could just
how
do
tough you
a
are. If you
a
pass,
CAT scan
I'll be able to compute
or an
the
X-ray.
secret of your
Yeah.
bionic strength. If
That's
you
it.
fail, well, let's not dwell on that.
and that'll be a
But like you
nice.
said, let's not dwell on that.
By the way, this resolution I can't see anything, huh?
What hit me?
A bionic beanball, bozoid.
Now tell
What's
us where
his
Scarab is
resolution,
taking those
like
two youngsters,
one-
or we'll go into
120?
extra innings.
And this time we'll use
Oh,
380?
it's about 480,
380?
Probably 380.
dumb.
maybe. Yeah.
You'd better tell us, or else.
I ain't talking till I see a lawyer. I seen that on TV.
I see that on
I've never
TV.
done this kind of a test, but I'm sure I can handle it. Can I?
Well, that's what we
Oh, now he's not talking brave now, is he?
Of course not.
Let her rip.
Put a few cables on him. Put a few cables in his testicle.
That'll make him top.
Thanks, Bim.
Yeah.
I know you can do it.
I'll try, Mago.
Don't worry, young man. We'll
He's
start
enabling
out
him
slow.
to be a superhero.
Say about 30 miles an hour.
30 miles an hour.
Oh, damn.
Bim only
I would've
wants
fell
to try
already.
those tests. I gotta help him.
Wouldn't try.
Bionics.
What? It dissolves
They
us.
saw her transform.
I
No.
suggest we let Mechanic escape and then follow him to scare him.
Is Mom a redhead?
Think you'll figure out what's going on?
Nope.
Mechanic.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
Let's see now. Now come doozies.
I see what you mean.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Karate One, you stay here alone and
Really?
watch Mechanic. The rest
Kar-
of us are
that
gonna
Asian
join
guy's
Professor
called Karate
Sharp
One?
back at his laboratory.
Yes, and then the white kid is Sport One.
Alone and take a nap.
Man.
Stereotyping big time back in the days.
Yeah.
Like always.
Oh, I don't like this game no more. Hey, you got any more games to play? Hey,
I think that guy's
wake
mentally
up.
challenged.
Oh, of course.
Gee, those Bionic guys sure is dumb. I'm out of here. So long, suckers.
For those of you listening, I think you can kind of make an idea how he looks just by the sound of his voice.
Short nap.
And that was the voice of Megatron, aka Frank Walker.
There he is. I'm locked in on him.
And I'm not sure if you noticed, Karate One, every time he goes someplace, he doesn't really walk. He does karate moves when he gets there.
That's why he's called Karate One.
Let's see what he's made of.
Gotta live up to his name.
Sport One walks around with
Doesn't he
a
look like
pack.
a young version of Quick
Quick
Kick?
Kick?
Yeah.
It could be Quick Kick's great grandson.
That is true.
It's, it's,
He's an enabler.
How can that be? His scores are higher than yours were, Glove.
That's ridiculous.
what? Oh, purple.
Something wrong with your machine.
I think I want a closer look at this specimen. Here, sweetie.
Oh yeah, take off his clothes.
I thought the test was
There
supposed
you
to be
go.
difficult.
Pow, pow, pow,
Workouts in
pow.
my sleep.
I know, darling. It isn't easy devising a test for someone of your obvious abilities.
Oh, brother, what a line.
This pump can't be that great. Let me test him, Scarab.
Just punch
the
him.
two of us, man to
Punch him in the
man.
face.
No. I have
Oh,
another
geez.
That's too easy. What do you
One
mean?
will leave no doubt about his powers. If he survives it.
Can you imagine if there were really bad guys?
Is there really bad guys like
Like
that?
one episode.
That?
Like one episode, that's it.
Yeah, that's true. Come in, kill everybody.
Look out below.
Then the good guys come and kill them, and that's it. Episode's up.
Hey, the big
Done.
Look at Karate Kick. Boom.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're the dopes.
Oh no, they shot the mom.
Here goes nothing.
Oh. These guys aren't really that good.
No, they just want to get caught.
The thing is, I mean, if you think about it, season 2, episode 7,
So all I have
you
to
would
do
think
is
they would
push
have
the
some
cart
experience
and
under
the
their
track.
belt.
Easy.
Is it? What kind of villain do you think I am?
Yeah, especially yeah.
Terrible.
Like,
Still too easy? Don't worry. If you don't move it will move you.
I'm pretty sure that I honestly think there's like some sort of medical test they could do here
Of course.
I think so too.
that doesn't involve throwing
Looks like
something
your
heavy at
boyfriend's
him.
fucking Bionics 101.
I told you, he's not bionic. He's just an ordinary guy.
I got him. The Bionic 6. Excellent mechanic.
Well, Bionic 5, right?
Where are they?
Bionics on.
What's her ability?
Speed.
Is she called Speed One?
No.
The replicator.
Rock One.
Hey, I've been re-energized by Professor
Oh,
Sharp's
boy.
replicator. I can do it. I can pass the test.
No, he thinks the replicator gave him super strength.
The Cyclones are bringing the Bionic Six in. They're all out cold, boss. Everyone.
Oh, at last, I have them all. I've won. And with a bioenergy replicator,
That was me when I finally collected the Destructicons. I was like, yay, I got them all.
I did it! I did it! I couldn't have done that. How did he do it?
I'll tell you how. He's a real man. That's how.
I think she's turned on.
Got any more tests, Scarab?
I think she
Or
is.
should I just punch
And she
out
likes
our
him
new
young up,
website
apparently.
Now take it easy, fella. I could use someone with your capabilities. I'll just bet you could.
Excuse me, Scarab darling. I'll have a talk with him.
Don't listen to her, Bim. She's no good.
Wanna bet?
Ooh, I know what she means.
The Cyfrons. They're bringing in the Bionic Six.
Oh, no.
So that's my offer, handsome.
I've got to talk it over with Meg.
Oh, darling.
Yes.
Forget about that
Tell her.
dreary girl.
Tell her, shut up, Meg.
Boy, are you setting yourself up for a fall?
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
So this is the end.
Really?
Bionic Six.
I'm
Yeah.
only sorry I missed the final fight.
Yeah, me too.
I thought you were in the final fight.
Well, I was in the hole. You see, the Cyclones
Have no brains at all.
What? They were
They were
faking
faking
it
it.
the whole time?
Didn't I say that like 5 minutes ago?
Time for a little magnetic field.
Yeah, but it's a lot funner when we say it together.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Bionic Six. I'll help you.
I don't think I can watch this.
Excuse me, creepo.
You're excused, punk.
Bitch slapped him.
See, I would have shot him with the glove.
That would be a smart thing to do. And what's this bat made out of? It looks like wood, but
It's wood.
really strong wood. Before it was defecting
I think
phasers.
it's time to turn my little toy on those turkeys.
I think it's got antimanium inside of it.
Vibranium.
Or vibranium.
It's an antimanium. That's what he said.
It's made out of Hawkamania.
Lady, it's time to answer to me.
Don't be a bore, darling.
He could have had a piece of that.
How's it going, Mr. Muscles?
I don't understand. I passed the bionic test.
Good thing it wasn't a modesty test.
Retreat.
Brilliant tactic,
Bring a
darling.
They all
fly.
have jetpacks.
Nice.
Scarab was right. This thing is ready to blow. Let's get out of here.
We're clear, Bionic One.
Thank God we have a hole in the ground.
Yes, Janet. It's amazing what a man can do when he's face to face
Uh-huh.
with certain death. I've learned something about myself, Janet, about my hidden strengths. I guess some of us are meant to be heroes like me, and some of us,
Uh-oh.
I think we have some unfinished business.
Runs like a little bitch.
That ought to show that balloon head, Bim.
Hey, you.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, that's such a touching story. I do like this was a lot of Japanese animators worked on this. All right. So, did it live up to the hype?
E, what do you think?
I'm not going first.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, damn.
Rolly, you want to tell us about the rating?
Yeah, I'll be happy to. So here at the Cartoon Rewind podcast, we have a rating system. It's a simple 3-tier rating system. Number 1, if the show brought you back to when you were a child and you can watch this episode over and over again, then we rate it as a rewind. But if it's a show that it was okay, but it's only a one watch kind of thing, and maybe you'll watch it again in another 40 years, well, we'll rate that as a fast forward. And then finally, if this episode was just not worth your time and you don't ever want to see it again and you want to put it back in the Disney vault, then we rate it as an eject. How was that, guys? Did I do good?
That was perfect,
Thank
buddy.
you,
That
thank
was
you,
perfect.
thank you.
Love the
All right,
radio voice. Love the
thank
radio
you,
voice.
thank you. So since I'm already speaking, I guess I'll go into it. So
Go
yeah,
for it, buddy.
yeah. Like I said, I was interested in watching this because I remember this as a kid. Um, my brother still makes fun of me because my brother's older than me. He's about over 8 years older than I am. So whenever I want to, whenever, and I grew up in a house of boys. So whenever he started house, like rough housing, and he started kicking my ass, I used to bring my extra strength, and I used to do um, the Bionic Six thing. I used to do the Bionics on. I used to do the whole movement. So still to this day, he still makes fun of me for that. He does it a little more flamboyant than I remember doing it, but whatever. So I enjoyed it as a kid. Now, as an adult, based on this one episode, at least this particular episode, I'm gonna have to give it a fast forward. They didn't see enough of their abilities.
Yeah. Well, season 2, episode 7. So I can see that, buddy.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So that's my rating.
We
Frank.
can we can go back to this
Yeah.
and let me see if I can find episode 1 from season 1. You know what I mean? Where they start showing more of their abilities, and then we can go back to that.
Yeah, we can revisit another
I get
episode.
what you're saying.
Yeah, and we can revisit
What
another
happened?
episode. Then we can revisit another
Yeah.
episode down the line.
Yeah. Well, me personally, I agree with everything that you said. And I'm pretty sure when you did your whole Bionic Six thing, when you were getting beat up, you were a little bit more like, hey, I can see you do
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
You know what I mean?
I was,
So I'm going to agree with your brothers on that one.
no, no.
I enjoyed it. It was a cartoon that I enjoyed a lot when I was a kid. It started giving me some memories of me watching the cartoon, and I started remembering things. I enjoyed it, uh, but I do have to agree with you on this. Maybe this was not the best episode, so I would have to give it a fast forward as well. I enjoyed it, but I need to watch another episode, something more in the early days. You know what I mean? To give it a final review. But for this one here, I will give it a fast forward.
All
All
right,
right.
cool.
D?
All right,
Is
kids.
it wait? Is it okay for you to go now, Dwayne?
Yeah, I wasn't
Oh,
going
okay.
Yeah,
first.
thank you for asking, Rolando.
All I said, I wasn't going first. That's all I said.
Yeah, you should. It's still. It's not what you said. It's how you say it.
I just said I wasn't going first.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is a clean sweep because of the episode. This is what you call a filler episode because it had so much hijinks and it wasn't really serious. It is a fast forward on this episode. We should have watched the first one, showing how they detailed their powers. That would have been more interesting. You'll get to know all the characters and stuff like that. So it's also a fast forward on this episode, but it's a rewind on the show.
Now I would add, though. I would add, um, based on cartoons we've seen in previous podcasts where we see a lot of mistakes, like lazy coloring, lazy filling. That I didn't see here, and again, it goes back to maybe the Japanese animators and producers that worked on this. Um, so I think that's one thing, and I give it that credit. I'm not sure what you guys think about that.
I was looking for those mistakes as well. Definitely did not see any on this one. Not like we've seen so many in the past. You know what I mean? So that I agree with you, my friend.
Yeah. So yeah, because again, one of the I was reading up on this. One of the chiefs producers, he's a director animator. He in Japanese, Japanese in Japan. He was known for high quality of work and he worked on a lot of animes like Astro Boy,
Astro Boy.
yeah, Lupin the Third, just a few. Um, he also did Rainbow Bright, but that's a different. Oh, he directed the Mighty Orbots. which
Did he?
yeah,
Okay.
which we saw last week.
We
Um,
did.
Vision. He did Visionary. He was a consultant there. Um, and then that's those are the big names that I know. Uh,
Yeah, so he just made sure shit got done right.
yeah, I think you had that. You had that uh, detail that you don't have in, let's say, watching a GI Joe cartoon where somebody forgets what kind of gun they drew uh, the day before.
Shipwreck.
Yeah,
Shipwreck. Cold Slither.
yeah.
All
So,
right. Speaking about Japanese animation, Japanese creators, rest in peace to the creator of the GOAT of Japanese creations, DBZ. Rest in peace, my man. He died
what
at
was
the young age of 56.
what's his name?
Wow.
I can't pronounce it, so he's a GOAT. I'm not even going to butcher his name. He's the creator of DBZ. Rest in peace.
Yeah, yeah. A moment of
And I
silence.
still haven't watched a single episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
I know. I know.
That is terrible.
I just never got into it.
That is even worse.
Yeah. Just never got into it.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Like I thought we were friends.
I thought so too. But apparently, according to you, we're not.
I didn't say that either. See how quickly you jumped to that?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a test that you failed.
Sorry, I've been hanging out with D too long.
Don't blame the black man. Nope, nope, nope. Don't blame the black man. Nope, absolutely.
That is terrible. That
Yeah.
is terrible. So just a reminder, the gentleman's name, and I'm gonna butcher his name, but we should at least say his name is. His first name is easy, right? Akira.
Mm-hmm.
Akira.
Yeah.
Great anime movie.
Yes. Toriyama. So
Toriyama.
I didn't butcher his name. Hey, me.
No, you did well, man.
Yeah.
You did well, buddy.
I usually I mess up everybody's name. So, and by the way, he died. His age was 68.
Shit, he was a young kid.
Was he?
Still young. Still young, right? At least I hope.
Yeah.
I hope he's young. So, so all right. It was a good visit to memory lane of Bionic Six. I just wish, it was a better episode. But that's the fun of this, right? We randomly pick episodes. We don't pre-watch it, and we see how good and bad they are, and then we say the truth. So
that's it.
Awesome.
That's what we're all about.
Yes, yes. Unless you don't like it, then send all your hate mail to Gemini.
Exactly.
So
that's it. Not to us.
But for him to read it, you need to put in $1 in there.
That's true.
Yeah. And Dwayne, imagine if we get like 1,000 letters of how saying how mean you are to me and Frank.
Let's see it happen.
Yeah. All right, Frankie.
All right, I think that wraps everything up for today. From everyone at Cartoon Rewind, thank you for listening. And of course, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, basically anywhere where you can, where you hear your podcast, right?
Not Apple.
Instagram.
Not Apple.
Not Apple. Yes. We're on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, until next time, peace, my cartoon addicts.